Elton John and Kiki D. Got to be the next song we're going to play tonight. You know, in America, Elton John has had 6 #1 records. In Britain, this was his first. Don't Go Breaking My Heart.
Don't go breaking my heart. I won't go breaking your heart. Don't go breaking my, don't go breaking my, don't go breaking my heart. Don't go breaking my, don't go breaking my.
You've got to take that advice because heart transplants, they cost a lot of money these days. Don't Go Breaking My Heart, Elton John and Kiki D. Oh, what a good one. 19 minutes past the hour of 8 o'clock and you're really riding well.
Fun time.
And it's just lovely to have you company.
Chris Cary.
Oh, I know you're pleased to see me. Peter Frampton's pretty pleased with himself as well. He's such a polite fellow.
Son of the land, Caroline, son of the nation. Caroline.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce you to a new disc jockey, a brand new disc jockey out here in Caroline South. This young man hasn't actually worked on a radio station before, but it is a pleasure to have him aboard and a pleasure to have him a part of the team. And he will be known on Caroline South as Spangles Muldoon. And I think it's a terrific name, it really is. And I think it's very suiting and very becoming of his character because he's a bit of a nut, to tell you the truth. And he comes from the same counties I come from, in fact. He comes from Lancashire, and that means that he's a good old, he's a great guy. All right, so good evening, Spangles.
Hello.
How are you?
Fine, thanks.
How are you feeling now? He's been on the ship for how long? About a day now, isn't it?
Yeah, a whole day now. What about that?
Huh?
A whole day now. What about that?
Yeah. And how long did it take you to get here from Manchester?
About 9 hours, I think it was. You know, I missed 2 tenders, and then I finally got out here.
And what do you think of the ship?
It's absolutely knockout. You know, there's so much fun about here.
Yeah.
It really is good.
You like it, do you?
I do as well.
How long have you been working the ballrooms? We've had a chat already. I've discovered a lot about him. He used to work in ballrooms before. Whereabouts did you work, in fact, and how long have you been working at it?
Well, I suppose I've been a freelance disc jockey for about 5 years now. I've worked in Mecca halls and top-ranked places.
Well, how old are you, Spangles?
Just 20 years of age.
20?
How about that?
Hey, you're very young, aren't you? He's very young, isn't he? 20. Have you got any particular type of music that you like more than anything else, Spangles?
Well, I suppose I'm a big Motown merchant, you know, I sort of play Motown and stateside and that sort of thing.
You do? You dig all the American sounds? That is fantastic.
This is Radio North Sea International, the voice of Europe and the sound of the world, broadcasting in the medium wave on 220 meters, that's 1367 kilocycles, on VHF, which is FM, channel 44, 100 megacycles, and in the shortwave, 49 European band, 6.2 megacycles. Also to the rest of the world on the 31 meter band, 9.94 megacycles. The right time from Boulevard now is exactly 8 o'clock. Boulevard, the inventors of Accutron, the electronic tuning fork watch.
Good morning, the world is bright and new. This time and you'll be right with.
Well, #1 strong record taking us into the first and sort of second and final hour. Frida Payne and a song called Band of Gold.
Now that you're gone,
R&I makes me happier than I ever been before.
There's a record there from 1966 from a band called the Swinging Medallions, and one of Bob Stewart's favourite records, and one of my favourite records too, called She Drives Me Out of My Mind. Well, it seems that everybody's gone to the party because I can't see a single soul. The only person I can see in the whole boat is Kurt, who's grooving away in the transmitter room, doing some sort of logging or other, and he seems to be quite involved in what he's doing. He's quite pleased, actually, that we're on medium wave now on 100 kilowatts, so we should be covering most of the world on medium wave. We hope so, anyway. And if we don't cover it on medium wave, we certainly cover it on shortwave. Well, I had several letters, probably about 100 letters, all saying about the same things. Thank you very much, Spangles Muldoon, for making R&I sound different. Well, if I make it sound different and it pleases you, well, then thank you very much indeed.
In case you've just joined us, the Mevo 2 is currently being boarded by...
Excuse me, Carl.
Yes?
It seems they're going to spray water onto the antenna, which apart from tripping out our transmitter, would also give whoever did it a very lethal shock. So by all means spray the area with water if it makes you feel any better.
This is Radio North Sea International, the sound of Europe, the voice of the world, and here is Spangles Muldoon with an important announcement.
If they are listening on the tug, beware, because we've got petrol bombs ready and they'll come straight for you if you continue to cut the anchor.
Liza Minnelli there in this thing called Moonlight Dancing, and that's a pretty good record. Did you see the film Cabaret? And she appears in there as the leading role. It's very, very good. And there's one particular bit in it that always gets me when she gets a glass of cognac and says, "Throw an egg in it and call it breakfast." That line will go with me for the rest of my life, I think. Who says the Beatles aren't making new records? Well, they're not in fact making new records, but a group called Smile from Holland make records that sound very much like the Beatles. So if you dig early Beatles-type music, like Love Me Do and those sort of things, give Smile a listen. I'm not sure, in fact, whether Smile's records are in fact released in England, but I'm sure you won't have too much difficulty in ordering this one. It's called Tandem.
And you can tell everybody the station is great. I'm talking about the one and only 208.
Well, there brings the Miracles, concluding Superstar 76 for this particular week. Back next week with more superstars, and we haven't decided who it's going to be next week, but there will be 4 bands or 4 individual artists who will all perform 3 songs each, and it's no battle, it's just really good music on Radio Luxembourg, where the time is exactly 8 o'clock.
From the news desk of Britain's biggest selling daily newspaper, the Daily Mirror, 208 News.
Good evening, Chris Cary with the world news to this hour. Easter holiday makers invaded the beaches around Britain today, and for most sun lovers it was their first tan of the year. The falling pound also brought big increases from the numbers of French, German and Dutch tourists. French heartthrob Sacha Distel plans to leave the stage and lead his audience into a sing-along Sacha routine when he opens up the London Palladium tomorrow. Sacha will also select a girl at random from the stalls and take her onto the stage to sing a love song and then dance with her.
In this big, white, colorful world, there is music.
Let a little musical color into your evening.
Colorful Radio Luxembourg.
Abbiamo trasmesso
Qui Italia.
a cura della direzione notiziari per l'estero della RAI. 208. Happy weekend.
All right, 16 minutes past 7 o'clock. Welcome everybody to the English-speaking service of Radio Luxembourg. And we actually are the British service. Let me tell you what's happening on your radio this evening, because it's been a beautiful sunny day, and hopefully you've had some lovely sunshine as well. And I'll give you a really up-to-date weather report as the program goes by. Well, let me tell you, yours truly, Chris Cary, takes you up until 9 o'clock. Then it's Stuart Henry with the Pop Club. That's the Pop Club Request Show. It's a brand new program. Stuart Henry is very lucky. He's the first one to host that program. That's at 9 till 9:15. Then, actually it's till 9:30. It's a bit of a lie here. 10:30 sees, of course, Bob Stewart and the All English Top 30, a recorded program of last Tuesday. And Bob Stewart stays with us up until 1 o'clock, where, of course, it's the Barry Alders Sunday Show. And don't forget, we've got superstars coming your way tonight with Diana Ross, The Miracles, Stevie Wonder, and Lisa Marple, last the 4 tops. Let me introduce myself to you formally.
Chris Cary, old and great.
A song which came from the 4 tops way back in 1960, let's have a look, 1964 it was. Band that's been going, in fact, since 1954. 10 years in the business, finally turned out a #1 record, both sides of the Atlantic. Reach out and I'll be there.
Now if you feel that you can't go home.
It had to happen. How do we get out of this one? I wonder, I wonder, I wonder, I wonder, I wonder what we do. This is ridiculous. It doesn't play. Here am I, stuck at number 17, and it doesn't go. You know, we can't play 16 instead. That's not.
You can.
No, that's not fair. I'm going to wait here patiently until this thing chews up, then I'm going to find out who played it, and then he's going to be working for Sunshine Radio, because he won't be working here anymore.
Playing your favorites on a free Radio Nova.
You know, the last time I was really embarrassed about something not happening on the radio was about 10 or 12 years ago on Radio Caroline, the infamous pirate ship. Oh, wow. And I had to read the news, and that was embarrassing enough as it was. Without the fact that I was sitting in the newsroom, all the big jingles came on, and all I could say was, "This is Chris Cary with the news." No, it's not. I've left it in the mess room table.
Top 40, top 40.
Broadcasting from Dublin on 819 kilohertz medium wave and 88 FM in stereo.
Radio Nova.
Oh dear, all the squeaks in the last day as well. I'm Chris Cary, and I'd just like to say, well, what can I really say? Everybody expects me to do something absolutely amazing and outrageous. Well, I promise I won't. How do I stop this little thing? Right. And a nice little record I want to play at the end, which sums it all up. I'm rather pleased that the National Union of Journalists didn't have the opportunity to close us down. It was another one that did it, but never mind. I suppose successful things are always tough to keep going. And you find being number one is one thing. In fact, most of the time I was happy being number two, because at number one there's nowhere else to go. And after 5 years, financially, no, I didn't make any money, but I had a hell of a good time here.
Radio Nova, c'est la musique pour toi. Radio Nova International. Radio Nova, c'est la musique pour toi. Radio Nova International.
Nobody has more power than Nova. Nobody.